The season of spooks and Year of Luigi may be over, but that doesn't mean our precious green bean shouldn't get some more spotlight. Plus, with the remaster for the 3DS and the holidays coming up, there will definitely be some more light shining on Luigi's spook house. You know, other than his flashlight. This is for the GameCube version, and you can technically beat the game in under 20 minutes with a little clipperoonie, but we ain't afraid of no ghosts, so we'll be busting in bounds and going the normal route. There aren't too many techniques. As with most games, you'll be wanting to play on the Japanese version for faster text and a few Japanese-only glitches. But before you even get going, you'll want to perform. This is a glitch that makes you unable to use your map, which you might be thinking, well fug, how is that useful? But this allows you to bypass every single one of the key or map cutscenes, which can of course wind up shaving seconds, with about one per key. To start, enter the training room and progress the text 3 times until the green R is visible. Once there, perform a soft reset by holding X, B, and start for a moment. During the rest, quickly mash both A and Y. If done correctly, you'll clear the text, and instead of just fading out, the screen will quickly cut to black. If there ain't no fade, you're made in the shade. Get going and head up to the first room. When entering double doors, always enter the left since it's faster. Be sure that you are playing on a hidden mansion file. It'll always be the second option, and you'll have this little star in the corner. This is done because the intro is skipped and you'll get more sucking power, which leads into... To suck off these specters, you will need to pull back the opposite direction of the ghost roughly every 10 HP. You need to reset the stick to the center in order to get the correct pull and HP drain. Certain ghosts will require the C-stick as well, but most can be done with just the analog. It's your birthday, so blow out the candles and make a wish. Was your wish for a long, unskippable cutscene? Cause oh dang, it just got granted. Spin around in circles or whatever until orange shows up and prevent scurvy and suck them down. Snag your key and continue on. This is a small but effective technique that can be used optimally in certain areas. By simply taking out the Game Boo horror before a spooky pops up, you can desensitize yourself to your surroundings by staring at a screen to forego adding an extra color to your pants. You can quickly drop it after you hear those ghosty shrieks to continue normally. A large portion of your time will be how many dirty doubles you get, so to start, after Pinky gets popped, stand here and circle around the left ghost before popping them both for the double. Return to the position and scoot a bit before... Raid an old man's closet. You can slow them down one at a time if you want, then push the big boy for a dirty double. Rinse and repeat the opposite side and become the master of unlocking. It's quicker to just walk back than to mirror. Mash your text and walk up to Nigel while aiming up, and just wait a moment. Be as graceful as a dugong and give him a smashing suckaroony. Go blow his wife, using the window, pervert, and snuggle up into the corner for her pleasure. This is one of my favorite games because we get to beat up children. Rock the horse, then this kid won't shut up, and since you aren't in public, you get to smack it. And then just like a real kid, he'll shrink you down and attack so you don't actually hit kids or something. Head to the right corner and dodge, then left and repeat. Grab a ball, bop the kid, and do your thing until he's around 51 HP. Make sure he's above 50 since he cannot be one-cycled, and under 50 HP will trigger an extra wave of attacks. Same deal as the first. Area 1 complete! Mash your way through your paintings and then EGAD keeps telling you to do the suku on those ghosties. Again, be sure to go to Hidden Mansion. Burst through the door and walk across the floor. When roaming the hallways, keep your flashlight aimed up and hug the wall here while focusing on the center to avoid ghost spawns. Go cry in the bathroom before friendly ghosts show up to love and support you, but you're toxic, so shake those off trying to help you and suck. Wait, no, that's not. Grab the key and head on down to the Ballroom Blitz. It is like lightning and everyone is fighting, but you're pretty soothing, so start grooving on those dirty doubles. Welcome to the first bout of RNG. Make sure you are on the platform and just wait for them to show their hearts. If you are lucky, you'll get it quick. Snag the key, suck up Pinky, and get ready for... This is a very small time save, so don't worry too much if you can't get it. After Pinky's gone, face left in this corner and flick your C-stick down, which aims the back up. Move backwards, and if done correctly, Luigi will have a seizure and you'll hear something pop. Suck down red, stand in the corner, and juke him into a dirty double. Try and finish the cap right by the button so you can press it as soon as the lights are on. You love pushing buttons, so push another to release the male version of a fad that died in a month. Mash, 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 option 2, head back to start, find the boo and... When trying to cap that boo, if you hold L and R and release and quickly press R every 10 HP, you can keep it in place. Their screams or laughs or whatever are a pretty good idea of when to press and release. Even if done perfectly, some boosts with higher HP can break away, but this will be very effective on most boosts for this run. Do this on the first 3 room boos and mirror out. Back to the ballroom for another and in the back room for the final. He can only be hiding in these boxes, so use the vacuum. Head to the bathroom, Toad's upset, but you don't care. Fish out a key out of the toilet and pray to God he didn't use it prior to this. Mirror and head to flyer room. Snag 2 solos and then shake off the support with another dirty double. Do the same on the opposite and then find the boo. This is used a few areas and is done by catching a boo and having another event trigger. In this case, when you find the boo, open the chest, cap the boo, and as it's getting sucked, stand on the medallion. If done correctly, you'll be holding it while EGAD calls you. Save warp and snag fire from the candle to the left. Light Madame's room up and steal her key. Light up Richard Nixon's life and then head to the laundry room. If you are brand new, just head to the other room, or you can try and suck up all the ghosts and grab Mario's hat before rigging the election. Activate the hole, grab the key and spawn the boo. Then time for the reason we played the Japanese version. You can text skip by capping the boo while moving through the mouse hole. If you use scare skip and a couple bursts of fire, fire, you can open these 4 chests and get a legendary quirky quadruple, or suck. Snag the boo and head back. If you didn't do your laundry, do it now and grab the boo there. It's time to present Luigi's Mansion the musical, and as usual, you gotta do everything yourself. Become your own orchestra and then talk to the hot ghost. If she plays music from Mario 1, it's option 1. If she plays music from Mario 3, it's option 3. Burn her pages and do the best suck of your life. Key to success, bop the boo and head to the dining room. Fat can be beautiful, but not in this case. Ignore this mass and continue on. Open the fridge for a midnight snack and then cook it a bit before guzzling it down. Gain the ability to urinate. Boo up and break the seal over the door. Play with the pup by dodging twice and getting hit on the third to pop a boner early. Tuck it away and then put the pup down safely into your vacuum. Take a pic of his house and then disturb the dead. Pee over 1 to stun into a dirty double, then get the 3rd wheel. Time for this dude. It's very possible to one-cycle the booger. Just suck up the shadow, plop it on him, and go to town. If he starts to pull too hard, hold back on the analog instead of resetting to center. If you don't get it first cycle, you should easily be able to get it in 2. Area 2 complete. Mash, 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 back in H-Dam and out to the courtyard. Snag water from the fountain and spray as you go over the ladder to just fall down. Say hey to your bro who is probably dead, and then suck the specter to snag a key before heading up. Tap the Tweety house for a letter and then let's get swole. Run on the treadmill to get a key, but avoid the Chad. You can aim up and burst a load to hit the door from the bottom floor. Head in here and clear it of ghosties to gain the ability to harden nipples. Use it on the booby. Head to the bathroom to get disappointed by a silhouette, but shrug and suck it anyway. Visit grandma and pretend to enjoy her hobbies while calmly handing her yarn. Then touch the booby after. Snag fire from the candle and light up the cult room. Focus Shy Guys first and try and get dirty doubles. Burn the supportive ghost and yank off mask for a tasty triple, unless he gets stuck behind the candles. Boo up.
Space.
There is no real technique here, you just kinda need a feel for it. Logic will not help you and you'll probably miss, but blow up the moon. Why doesn't this make me invincible? Head all the way back down here and on the first floor and skip the billiards because you suck at pool anyway. Turn the light on, most doubles here are done by getting snagged, shaking them off, and pivoting. Same for the triple. Get a glove, then boo-boo, and pray for RNG since 15 boos can now trigger different dialogues, the Van Gogh one being rather long. Mirror warp out. Head back to the first hallway and get the boo from Nigel's room. I normally love twins, but not in this case. Spin the copter and leave after agreeing to play their game. You can cheat by sucking the boxes, they will shake if they contain the kids. Deny it anyway and beat up children. Find their booby mag and grab their fetish. Snag the baby and wife's boos before mirroring out. Head to Clairvoyant and feel dumb that you just realized she's wearing a mask and doesn't actually have huge lips and buck teeth while you mash through lines and lines and lines and lines and lines and lines of text. Her capture is different than others. You essentially push towards her on the analog for 1 damage and then pull any direction for 10, all while rotating the C stick in half circles near the edge of the stick. It's odd to explain, but mess around with it. You'll eventually get a feel for it. Snag her key and boo before heading upstairs. Be sure to grab ice for the attic. Head up further and shake the deers to spawn tubbos. Ice their nips and suck them down. Push green into the blue for dirty doubles. Key boo. Time for... Normally this boss can be really annoying, and if you miss 1 or 2 boos, get ready for hell. As soon as the battle starts, run around the statue and grab the ice on the right. When he pops, position yourself on this line, aim right and down and moonwalk to the left. Around here, start to aim slightly up, and then blow ice lightly before pressing down hard to fire a blast. Suck them all up if you got them. If not, try and spray any stragglers, but get them before they reform. I have no advice if you miss one other than fire randomly and pray you get it. Area 3 complete. Mash, 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 and then 1 final trip to H&M. Snag fire from the candle in the hall and head all the way back to the Boo Losses fight. Swap to sidestep and trigger the blackout. It is possible to go to the blackout section without spawning any ghosts. Just hug the wall and keep your flashlight pointed at the ghost spawn. Use the safari mirror and head back down to the wardrobe room to pleasure a sad old man. He is RNG, so hope for an early release. Mirror warp and then head down to the basement to turn the power back on. Beat on Breaker Boo knowing you probably won't one-cycle him. You can suck this barrel to spawn a pinky and then get his twin out of the other one before pirouetting into a dirty double. Boo key. If you didn't get Breaker Boo, you can check his room again and hope he came back to finish him off. Otherwise, just remember, head all the way back to the blackout door and then through the room with that dumb lighting trick that only happens when the camera zooms in, causing Luigi's shadow to appear floating. But ignore that stuff anyway because you're not a dumb kid and you understand how games work. Triplets are great too, but damn if these aren't disappointing as well. Clean their clocks and then do it the other way too. Head up top and snag the fire before... Warm up the ice ghost and lead him to the ladder before getting a dirty double. Snag the chest, head downstairs and ignore the boo in these rooms. Head to the armory and spawn the ghosts hiding. You can shoot for doubles or triples by delaying with fire or just take them out 1 by 1. Armory boo is difficult to one cycle because the game lags here and he requires perfect pumps. Save warp with him and head back to the basement. Head to the pipe room and freeze the water. You don't have to kill the ghost, but you can if you want. Get the key and slip and slide to single ice climber and melt his shield. Boo key save warp. Back to the attic for Van Gogh. This mofo is the reason the mansion's crawling with regular enemies. The fight is fairly simple, just get non-stop tasty triples by flashing them when they first spawn. Burn the last 3 if you have fire, or just suck them. Show him how much you admire his work with a final portrait suck and get the last key. If you only have 39 boos for whatever reason, you can get the last boo in here. He has a lot of HP, but will only go between the hall and Van Gogh's room, so it can be fairly easy. Mirror warp out, and then it's time to end this. Back to the basement to tackle the gender-bent fad. Unfortunately, there's no bouncing boobies here, just the smug specter. Get bored by a painting and then prepare for battle. Moving around is dumb, so let's not. Position yourself here and keep sucking. When he starts to spike his balls, move up and grab it before blasting it back in his face during his next attack. You don't need to R-pump until around 350 HP, but keep him above 250, otherwise you'll have to deal with this dumb back-headed cycle, and will more than likely need a third one. Polish him off and you did it, nerd. You shaved those seconds. World record for no out of bounds is around 56 minutes. Beginners shouldn't stress too hard about doubles or triples, and you can more than likely clear it in around 2 hours. RNG is a factor, so don't feel bad if the ghost dicks you an extra cycle. Keep practicing and be sure to check out the links in the description for more detailed guides, or just watch some professional runners. If you enjoyed the series and want to see more, be sure to share it with your pals that are interested in speedrunning, or subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy my content too, maybe check out my Twitch to see me do speedruns with a minigame I created called Run HP. The runs aren't valid by any means since the main focus of the game is to have chat hurt me so I have to kill myself in game, and some of the quirky effects involve pausing the timer or editing the game speed. Plus you get to watch CCB all cute and stuff. You can always follow along on Twitter too for updates. Alright, I'm done self-promoting. Have an end slate.